Hey guys, this is Bottles, and welcome back to the Sonic Retrospective. Today we'll be talking about Sonic CD and Knuckles Chaotix. Alright, so first off with Sonic CD, let me just say that Sonic CD is probably one of my favorite Sonic games next to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I just love how it's... like, I don't know how to describe it, just the way the level layouts are and how, like, non-linear they are. Like, a lot of people heckle it because it's very non-linear. You can get lost very easily, and it's just a little complicated to get through the stages, but that's what I kind of like about it. Like, it's very complicated. Hell, introduces my favorite Sonic villain, Metal Sonic. That Stardust Speedway race is still my favorite Sonic boss to date. Like, nothing has beaten that. Though, I gotta say, they got pretty close to the magic at Sonic 4 Episode 2, but I'll talk about that when I get there. Sonic CD has probably the best soundtrack. Honestly, I like both the Japanese and the English soundtrack, because for some reason they decided to change it for no reason. But both boss themes are really, really good. Like, if you want to listen to a really, really dark boss theme, that's just like, yo, you're gonna die, bitch. That's what the United States one is for. And then the one that you got in Europe and Japan is really like upbeat, like, yeah, you can fucking beat him because he's a stupid fat person. Why would he beat you? So, yeah. So my only complaint with Sonic CD, however, is that it's very... the special stages, I mean. The special stages are, like, really bad. Like, really bad. Like, they're the worst special stages yet. I hated Sonic 1's, but Sonic CD takes the cake. For one thing, I don't even know what to do. And for second, like, getting the time stones barely does anything. It just adds, like, 2 seconds to the ending of Sonic CD. So, honestly, getting the time stones really isn't a main concern of mine. I never really got them because I could never really figure out how to get them or even how to begin to try to get them. I know you have to, like, break those like, flying saucer looking things, but God, they're so hard to hit because of the isometric angle that the game puts you in. So, speaking of which, for the 32X, they released Knuckles Chaotix, which was, I think, I could be wrong, it could have been the first Sonic spin-off game. I don't know if Tails Adventure or Tails Sky Patrol was out yet by the time this came out, but I think it was the first Sonic spin-off game, where they introduced the Chaotix, which is probably one of my favorite, like, groups, I guess, in the Sonic universe. You know, they introduced, like, Vector, Charmy, Espio, Mighty, which Mighty should come back, because Mighty is the best character in the game. By far, no competition. Knuckles Chaotix, I thought, like, I haven't played it. That was one of the games that I have never played before doing this retrospective, so I had the pleasure of playing it recently. And honestly, you know, watching gameplay, it looks pretty bad. Like, the link rings, I don't know what they're actually called, but the link rings that, like, link the two characters together, I felt like that was gonna be, like, not fun at all. Like, I felt like it was just gonna be really tedious and, like, something that is gonna take a long time to get used to. But honestly, like, playing it, hell, I skipped the tutorial by accident, and even then, like, I found many different ways to use this tether, and I thought it was actually really fun, and actually, the controls of it are pretty intuitive. For most of the game, I played as Knuckles and Mighty for my first playthrough without getting any Chaos Emeralds, and then with getting the Chaos Emeralds, or actually they're not emeralds in this game, they're Chaos Rings, I played as Knuckles and Espio. My one complaint is that the only character that you really get to pick is the main one. The other character is kind of done in a roulette type of way, which I thought was pretty dumb. I feel like you should be able... I mean, you kind of have some choice because you can kind of, like, predict where the claw is going to stop to pick up which character. But even then, it should have just been, like, a cut and dry, pick your characters kind of thing. Like, I also feel like Knuckles kind of breaks the game, because Knuckles can fly, so that can kind of, like, remove the need for the tether altogether. One thing, though, that I really liked was the way that momentum is used in this game. Like, out of all the Sonic games, this is where momentum becomes completely important. And the way that, and like, in the way that you can use momentum, like getting up springs, it can either make you go really high or make you not go high at all. But you kind of find that happy medium, and it's actually kind of funny to watch them just kind of like spin around and kind of like go in a jumble mix, like those click clacker toys that you can get. The special stages I thought were pretty interesting. Like, Sonic CD tried the isometric angle of that kind of thing, but Knuckles Chaotix definitely perfected it. Instead of having to break these things, you know, having to judge distance in something that's so hard to judge distance in, instead they make you collect blue spheres, which was a good nod to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So, yeah. The one thing, I guess like my one gripe with it is that the way that the stages work, it's kind of like a roulette, which is fine. I like that. And, you know, you can mix it up a little bit. But I feel like there are too many stages. Like, each stage has 5 parts. So multiply that by the 5 stages. Yeah, 5 stages that there are. And that's like 20 stages. And I'm not gonna lie, this game can get pretty stale if you're just gonna do it in one sitting. So yeah, that's kind of like my only complaint, is that there's too many stages. I feel like 3 stages per area would have been perfect. I don't know, that might just be because I'm used to a 2 or 3 act system, not like a 5-act system. So I think that's all I really have to say about Sonic CD and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Not Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Knuckles Chaotix. So, God, you know, I always make that I made that mistake for the past 2 days. I really want to talk about Sonic 3 and Knuckles, apparently. So, without further ado, I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll talk about Sonic 3 and Knuckles. See you later.